family medicine, sports medicine, anti-aging, and regenerative medicine. He's fellowship trained in stem cell therapy. He was a team physician at the University of North Texas for over 20 years. He served as an Olympic physician on several occasions. He's now residing in Aspen, Colorado. He's been there since 2010 and owns the Aspen Institute for Anti-Aging and Regenerative Medicine, as well as Denver Regenerative Medicine in Denver. He's performed over 400 stem cell injections, and he's also been doing hormone optimization, including prescribing the human growth hormone for over 15 years. Dr. Greshom has been successful in the industry of network marketing as well. He's earned over $1 million part-time while running medical practices over the last 6 years. So he's incredibly passionate about helping people. He's on track now to hit the rank of life coach in New U really, really soon. So please welcome to the stage Mr. Dr. Julian Greshom.
I thought you were just talking about me. I didn't know you were here.
How's your energy level? How's your libido?
Come on now.
All right.
Ask my wife.
Oh, I swear I'd never do this again. So I'm nervous, but give me a second. Well, this is really exciting. I want to share my story, my background. You know, as you get older, you just pile up the things that you've accomplished, hopefully. And really excited about being here today. Really excited about being in at the beginning of New U life. And as I tell my story a little bit, I want to share, obviously, about the product with you. I mean, it's pretty simple. The tools and the information we have are amazing. I thought the speakers today are amazing. I love Joe Giuliano's story. He's, what a guy. He's so full of energy and life that if we just hang on, just try and hang on to his coattails a little bit, you go places you've never been in your life. So this is really exciting to me. I tried to say no 3 different times, starting last winter, and which also leads on how to properly share this to someone, because 3 of my buddies who are at the top of this company, I hate to say their names, Chip McGill, or Troy Landwehr, and Dr. Rainey Nor, all friends of mine that sent me information starting at least last winter sometime. And I hadn't talked to them in a little while, and so I just, I ignored the text. I'm like, oh no, what is this? What are they? It was the same thing. Oh no, what are they? There's got to be a deal, something out there. And I've had enough. I don't want to do this again. Fortunately, I've been lucky enough because of mastering this system. And I really liked the talk earlier about 1%. That's 14 minutes. I used to like to say I was the master of 5 minutes because I didn't have much time. I had a couple busy practices, 5 kids, lots of stuff going on, but I could get a lot done in 5 minutes, and I'll kind of share that. So 1%, 14 minutes, that's really great. I got 14 minutes a day to create an amazing future and retirement. Now that I'm getting well. We won't talk about that. But so I received these text messages about a company, etc. And I wasn't interested. But a friend of mine by the name of Tasha Seith, who I knew from our previous company, sent me a video and didn't say anything. And I later found out I was on her chicken list. Like, okay, because my buddies who know me told me they wanted to talk to me about something, and I said, no, I don't want to talk about anything else. I'm pretty busy. And I got this little video. Has anybody seen that little video?
Yeah.
Well, 3.5 minutes later, I was on the phone with Tasha because I've prescribed growth hormone for 15 plus years. I've used it on and off over the years. And I watched that video and said, wow, if this is real, I'm in.
Come on.
This is amazing. If this is real, I've prescribed all the precursors, and I won't say the names of the different brands and all these different things. They rarely work. They don't produce the sustained blood levels that we need or activity at any level that's significant. So I knew that all that stuff was mostly junk and just marketing. And so within 3.5 minutes, I was back on the phone with Tasha, who sponsored you, whatever. Then I talked to Randy, then I was on the phone with Troy. Within 30 minutes, I was having a conversation with Alex Goldstein, who just dropped everything to talk to me. And I was amazed. I mean, I was just, all right, fine, I'm in. And that was last March. And so I got the product very quickly. I just started using it, and I didn't really pay that much attention. You know, my energy level's pretty good all the time. I've been doing anti-aging medicine since I turned 50, 15 years ago. And so my testosterone's always 1,000. I feel pretty darn good every day. And I think it was about 2 weeks into trying this product, my wife said, "Are you losing weight?" Like, I don't know, my bathroom scale was broken. So brought one home from the office, stepped up, 186. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm 194 all the time. After our honeymoon, it was like 202. You go on a cruise, you gain a pound a day. 10-day cruise, 10 pounds, guaranteed. So I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. Went out to, I have a gym at my house, went out, got a couple dumbbells, brought in and weighed them. Like, wow, this is amazing. So that was only 2 weeks. A few weeks later, maybe by 6 weeks, I was down 14 pounds, sleeping great. The dreams that you talked about earlier, I don't remember dreams. I don't even remember barely waking up every morning, until I get to the coffee pot. It's, I'm still trying to function. Amazing, vivid dreams. I'll wake up in the morning and go, what the heck was that about? What was that? I gotta tell you, 2 weeks ago, I woke up and told my wife, I was at the White House last night. I was going to a dinner with President Trump. I said, the last thing I remember, I was in the parking lot, I missed the limo, there's all these fancy golf carts with people going, and there was Hillary Clinton. She was mad, because they left her there too. I'm like, I gotta stop using this stuff at bedtime. So, it really is, it's an amazing product. I'm not gonna go through all the benefits. You've seen them, you've read them. Obviously, you're hopefully experiencing that. If you're brand new, we're gonna have product any day. Is that amazing?
Come on, man.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
It's what a great problem to have. To be so popular that we just burn through all the product that's out there. And so, as I said, my results have been really amazing. And my point of sharing my buddies' names that I ignored was the power of our tools.
That's good.
That 3-minute video is so professional.
That's right.
I send that to everyone. As I talk to people, I said, as you, and as the previous speakers talked about making a list, put it on paper, make it reality, move towards your dreams by sharing the information. And what I see a lot is people then say, well, tell me about it. And you don't have to be a physician. If you have to be a doctor or an expert on growth hormone, you will never grow your business.
That's right.
Because as soon as you start talking, and we all get excited, we want to share this and tell our friends everything we know about it. Well, what happens to them psychologically, you go do a great job, you spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes on the phone with them, what do they think? Well, that's too much for me. I don't know that. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a trainer, I can't do this. You have to keep it simple. So as soon as, and I do that, I understand that, because I have people all the time say, oh, well, you've done all this in this industry or this or that, you'll be great at this because you're a doctor. Well, to me, that's a hindrance, because
Right.
I'm busy helping people one person at a time, all day long, linear income, not duplicating myself through this kind of powerful industry. And I don't want them to think they have to do that.
That's good.
So as soon as they watch the video, they like it, I follow up, either it's by text or call. Well, tell me about it. I say, you know what? It's too much for me. I'm brand new, I don't understand. Let me send you a little digital booklet that the company has that it'll explain 90% of your questions, and then I'll call you. When do you think you can read this? It's only 8 pages, etc. And thank you to Joe, the brand new approved version of that is out. So this is something you can download from your back office. You've been around a while, you already have that digital booklet on your phone like I do. Delete it and download the approved version today and follow up, send that out. Then when they have had a chance to look at it, all those questions are going to be answered, really. And then it's time to help invite them to join your business. I also will send the comp plan PDF. There's various recordings and videos of the compensation plan video so that you can understand that. But they don't have to understand that first. You probably scare off half of them that have never done this or know anything about building a team or anything else. So it becomes time to lean on your upline. Okay, hey, I have this person, they're reading, they watch the video, they're reading, and then you do a 3-way call. That doesn't take very long. You dial in, get people on the phone with your expert, and help them to see how easy it is. Because as they ask those questions, say, hey, I don't know, I'm brand new, but let me get my business partner on the phone. And that is really powerful. And I did a call with our team last week on how to do 3-way calls effectively. And the most important thing you can do is get a roll of duct tape at home.
Come on now.
Put it on your face as soon as you connect that
That's good,
call.
Doc.
Because you're going to want to, it's just human nature, you're going to want to share what you've been learning and things that are happening, but you're not allowed to speak while you're on that call. If you do, I won't do another 3-way with you if you're on my team, because you just disrespect your expert. And that can be anyone that's been in a day longer than you have. But they can create a relationship with your prospect that you can't. Because especially close friends and family, they know you from way back. They know all the good stuff, they know all the bad stuff. And so, you just have to overcome that desire to help at that point and let your expert do it. I've been on the phone with people at times and they said, look, let's talk to so-and-so, he's really busy, he has a business, this, and this. He wants to know about the product. There's no way he's gonna do the business. He's already told me. I said, okay, great. So we get on the phone, we start talking, about what they do. I create a rapport, we start sharing, and then I said, but you probably aren't interested in making any money. And the person said, what? Well, sure I am. Who is it? Are you kidding me? And so I remember that person calling me back after the call going, how'd you do that? What happened? They said they never, ever want to do another business or make more, whatever the case may be. And it's just the magic of what happens when you let someone else interact with your prospect. So, I think it's really a powerful tool. Having the ability to do this part-time. Probably most people here really aren't looking for another job, right? You got enough to do already? Busy house, busy life, all those things. If you can master, I love that, 1%, 14 minutes a day. For me, my goal was always 15 to 30 minutes a day. If I could talk to 1 to 3 people a day, and I had lots of days where I just too busy. And I got home and, the couch looked pretty good. And it was just tough, but consistent, persistent activity for a long enough period of time, the results. And so we have a great system. Make sure you have all those tools on your phone. This is a really simple business. You don't have to go meet and sit down for coffee and lunch or go someplace or go to a hotel meeting or anything else. This is a great venue today, and Nick and Natalie, you guys are just so awesome, and I'm really appreciate being able to be here. And obviously these trainings, as we go, are critical. Getting your people to events, as they talked about earlier, it's so important, because until you've been there, there's one thing to be in the business, and there's another to have the business in you. And so this is how that happens. This is the glue that keeps us together. So just get really good at sharing the video, the digital brochure, the PDF of the comp plan, following up and doing a three-way call. And then as we have more and more events around the country, getting people to those events, because if you can master that, it just makes life a lot easier. So I was talking a little bit about finding that time, whether it's 15 to 30 minutes today, set a goal. If it's one person a day, make it the goal to sign one person a week. If you only did one a month a year from now, you'd still have a growing organization. I like the idea of, going fast, building that team fast, working with people, sharing your excitement. So, that is really exciting. I sort of am rambling and lost my train of thought. I wanted to talk a little more about the gel for just a minute. I couldn't believe my results. I've taken growth hormone on and off depending on my budget, because it now is easy $1,200 just for an average dose of 1 unit daily, for 15 years at different times. And so I was very skeptical when I saw this product. I saw the video, I'm like, if this, I'll say stuff. I used a slightly different word, 4 letters and started with S. But if this is real, then this is going to be amazing, because I know the size of the market. I see anti-aging patients, men and women, stem cell patients, people every single day that want those benefits. And they pay me quite a bit to be on my program with hormone optimization and everything that I do. But of the 80% or more of those people that need it, 10 or 20% are willing to pay $1,200 a month for growth hormone. And I have lots of patients that are on it, and for them that works, and that's great. But I just know the size of that market, and that everyone needs it. I mean, if you're 30, 35 plus, your hormones are declining, and you're not at your peak. And so I was very, very skeptical about the product. Started using it, started seeing results. When I was in LA 2 weeks ago, I talked to Mr. Goldstein, to Alex, after the meeting, and said, I know you're too busy right now, but I gotta know, how's this stuff doing? How's it doing what it is doing as far as results in a homeopathic microdose? I'm used to prescribing therapeutic levels. And so he said, fine, call me and we'll get together and talk by phone. So Thursday I was able to reach him. He was 9 hours ahead in the Mediterranean on a little trip with his wife, and he took the time, and he's like, well, it's 9 at night, we're going out to eat, but yeah, absolutely, I got time to talk. I was blown away. He really is an amazing, giving guy, and this is his baby, something that he's developed that he will not compromise on. And so we talked about it for a while. I said, look, I've been prescribing growth hormone a long time, and every other hormone that's there to help people, and my motto is live better longer. And so, how's this work? I don't get it. I've taken growth hormone. I've never had this kind of weight loss and the dreams and everything else. And it's really the magic of the formula that he's created. It's almost 2/3 of natural botanicals that have other activities besides the somaderm, somatotropin growth hormone product that causes really a better homeostasis within our body. It stimulates our pituitary to increase pituitary releasing factors of all the hormones we have naturally. And so he went through the list, and it was impressive. antioxidant benefits of it, stimulation and improvement in free testosterone levels. There's an amazing interplay and magic in the botanical formula that the somatotropin is placed in. And I'm just blown away by it. As I said, I've prescribed this a long time. I met a woman here today who's taking fairly high levels of growth hormone injectable therapeutically for other reasons, wanted to know if it's okay to take it. And I said, yeah, absolutely. My wife, who's been on injectable 6 months a year, just started the gel last week because she was mad that I was losing weight and she wasn't. So she's like, I've just been trying to use this stuff up so I can start getting on the gel. I'm like, well, why don't you just use both for a while? So, 5 days later and 2 or 3 pounds already, she's happy again. So that's a good thing. But it really is an amazing product. I guess it wouldn't be fair as a physician not to share some things with you, because I saw a friend of mine that my wife sponsored put a post on one of the groups last night about cancer and this and that. You have to remember one thing: you're not treating anybody, and you're not treating any diseases. We're helping to optimize hormone levels. We're helping to produce all the benefits that we see through this amazing homeopathic product. It improves blood levels maybe 2 to 5%, not a huge amount, but it's the actions on the hormones that we have, on our pituitary, on all the adrenal optimization, on thyroid optimization, those things that make it so good for anyone. So if someone, as her post that I read and sent her a blistering message last night, was, this isn't the place to talk about that. We're not treating cancer. And I will tell you, there's not one published paper that's ever shown that growth hormone causes cancer. It's a huge wives' tale. It's not true. It does not. If someone has a problem, has something, then sure, you shouldn't take it. If you're sick, you shouldn't take it. Nursing mothers and pregnant, why would you give them anything besides vitamins and good nutrition? And so, we've got a massive market of other people that need this product, that wake up feeling poor every single day, and you have a gift to give them, in my opinion. So I would encourage you to do just that, not to worry about treating people. It's not causing cancer, it's not curing cancer. There have been many studies done that show that hormone optimization, including growth hormone, really reduce our risk of many diseases, from heart attack and stroke and cancer. So, you're doing a good thing and a good service to people. Stick to that and what's easy. Follow the company guidelines. Read and know what's in the materials you're sending, and just have fun. So, thank you.